you can see that everything in the world is subject to the one rule and law. The moon and stars are all bound by a magnificent rule that even the most powerful beings cannot defy. The earth is rotating at its own specific speed, following the time, speed and path prescribed without the slightest deviation. Water and air, light and heat all adhere to the same principle, animate objects, animals each follow the laws prescribed for them. They are born, grow, diminish, live and die according to it. If you observe the condition of humans, you will realize that they are subject to the laws of nature, which have been set for their creation. According to these laws, they breathe, obtain water, food, and light. The movement of their heart, circulation of blood, breathing in and out are bound by the same rule. Their brain, stomach, lungs, nerves, muscles, hands, feet, tongue, eyes, ear, and nose. Each part of their body is performing the exact function assigned to it and is functioning in the manner it has been instructed to do so. This magnificent law, which encompasses everything from the largest celestial bodies to the smallest particles on earth, is a decree of a great ruler. The entire universe and everything within it obeys and follow the commandments of this ruler because they are adhering to the laws set by him. In this regard, the entire universe is like the religion of Islam. As we have mentioned above, obedience and submission to God's commandments are what Islam signifies. The sun, moon, and stars are all Muslim. The earth is also Muslim. Air, water, and light are also Muslim. Trees, rocks, and animals are also Muslim. Even the human who does not recognize God and denies Him, who worships other besides Allah, who associates partner with Allah, yes, even they from the perspective of their nature and disposition are also Muslim because their existence, living and dying are all subject to divine law. Each of their limbs and every part of their body adheres to the religion of Islam as they all develop, grow and move according to divine law. Indeed, even their tongue, which speaks in ignorance, bowing before other besides Allah, is fundamentally Muslim. Their heart, too, by its very nature, is Muslim, despite showing respect and affection to other besides God due to ignorance, because all these things are obedient to divine law, and every aspect of their movement is governed by the law of Allah. Looking at it from another perspective, one aspect of human existence is that they are bound by magnificent laws of nature like other creatures, and they are compelled to adhere to these laws. The other aspect is that they possess intellect. They have the power to think, understand, and form opinions, and they choose to accept one thing while rejecting another. They prefer one way over another. In the affairs of life, they create their own rules by their own will, sometimes following the rules made by others. In this aspect, they have not been bound by any prescribed law of the world like other things. Rather, they have been given the freedom to choose in their thoughts, opinions, and actions. In human life, these two aspects are found separately. In the first aspect, they are inherently Muslim like all other things in the world and are obliged to be so. As you now know, in the second aspect, whether to be Muslim or not is within their discretion, and based on that discretion, humans are divided into categories. A human is one who recognizes their creator. They acknowledge him as their master and owner, and even in the discretionary matter of their life, they obey the law of the one they are pleased with. They are entirely Muslim. Their Islam is complete because because now their life is entirely Islam. Now, even if they become obedient knowingly, they have become the same obedient to Allah, to whom they were obedient without knowledge before. Now their obedience is also by their own will to the same Allah whom they were obedient to unintentionally. Now their knowledge is true because they have known that Allah who has given them to the power to know and acquire knowledge. Now their intellect and opinion are correct because they have made the decision to obey that Allah who has given them the ability to think, understand and form opinions. Now their tongue is truthful because they are acknowledging the same God who has given them the power to speak. Now truthfulness pervades their entire life because they are bound by the law of Allah in both volition and non-volition. Now they have found peace with the entire universe because all the things of the universe that are obedient, they too are obedient to the same. Now they are the vicegerent of God on earth. The whole world belongs to them and they belong to God.